When it comes to iconic celebrity friendships, few are as enduring, heartfelt, and headline-making as the bond between Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. For more than a decade, the two global superstars have publicly supported each other through chart-topping highs, public breakups, career reinventions, and deeply personal challenges. Now, fans have one more reason to celebrate their friendship. In a recent revelation that sent Swifties and Selenators into an emotional spiral, Selena Gomez confirmed that one of Taylor Swift's beloved songs was, in fact, written about her. And her reaction? Pure admiration. "I'm so impressed," Selena admitted, reflecting on the moment she realized the song captured her story. "Here's everything we know about the song, the emotional backstory, and why this confirmation means so much. A friendship that started with fairy tale timing." Before diving into the song itself, it's worth remembering how this iconic friendship began. Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift first met in 2008, and yes, it involved dating Jonas Brothers. Selena was romantically linked to Nick Jonas, while Taylor was seeing Joe Jonas at the time. What could have been an awkward Hollywood coincidence instead turned into one of the entertainment industry's most loyal friendships. Over the years, their bond deepened. From red carpet appearances to surprise concert cameos, they've consistently shown up for each other. But it's not just about glamorous public moments, their friendship has survived private storms. And that's where the song comes in. The song that says it all, Dorothea. The track in question is Dorothea, from Taylor Swift's critically acclaimed 2020 album, Evermore. While Taylor never explicitly confirmed who Dorothea was about at the time of its release, fans immediately began speculating. The lyrics tell the story of a small-town girl who moves to Hollywood, becomes a star, but remains deeply connected to someone who knew her before the fame. Sound familiar? When asked about the fan theory, Selena Gomez didn't brush it off. Instead, she embraced it, and admitted she felt incredibly honored by the interpretation. "I'm so impressed," she said, clearly touched by the possibility that Taylor would write something so layered and poetic about her life. Breaking down the lyrics, Dorothea paints the portrait of someone who left home for the bright lights of Los Angeles, chasing dreams and navigating fame, yet still holding on to her roots. Key lyrics include, "Greater than, hey Dorothea, do you ever stop and think about me? Greater than when it was calmer, skipping the prom just to piss off your mom." The nostalgia, the sense of longing, the understanding of what fame can do to a person, it all resonates with Selena's journey from Disney Channel star to global pop icon. Selena Gomez, who rose to fame through Wizards of Waverly Place before launching a wildly successful music career, has often spoken about how overwhelming Hollywood can be. The transition from teenage actress to adult artist was far from seamless. Dorothea feels like someone watching from afar, loving her through every stage. Why fans always believed it was about Selena? There were clues. First, Taylor Swift has a long history of weaving real-life inspirations into her songwriting. From heartbreak ballads to friendship anthems, her catalog reads like a diary. Second, the timeline aligns. Evermore was released during a period when Selena had stepped back from the spotlight to focus on her health and mental well-being. She had been open about her lupus diagnosis, kidney transplant, and mental health struggles. The lyrics in Dorothea suggest admiration, not criticism. There's no jealousy, only warmth. And that fits perfectly with Taylor and Selena's dynamic. Selena's emotional reaction. When Selena was asked directly about the theory, her reaction wasn't flashy or dramatic. Instead, it was sincere. She described feeling so impressed by Taylor's songwriting ability, and by the idea that her best friend could translate her life into something so beautiful. That reaction speaks volumes. In Hollywood, friendships can be fleeting. Public praise often feels performative. But this felt real. Selena didn't claim the song. She didn't demand credit. She simply expressed admiration, reinforcing why their friendship has lasted so long. Taylor Swift's pattern of writing about her inner circle. Taylor has written about friends before. On her 2014 album 1989, the track, Bad Blood, famously chronicled a falling out, though that was more feud than friendship celebration. Meanwhile, 22, from Red captured the joy of youthful friendship and freedom. But Dorothea feels different. It's softer, reflective, mature. By the time Evermore was released, Taylor had evolved into a storyteller who leaned heavily into fictionalized narratives, but she often blended reality with imagination. Fans believe Dorothea sits somewhere in that gray area, inspired by real emotion, wrapped in storytelling. Selena's journey, from Disney darling to global mogul. Understanding why Dorothea hits so deeply requires looking at Selena's career arc. She became a household name through Wizards of Waverly Place, quickly transitioning into music with hits like Come and Get It and Lose You to Love Me. Her albums, including Rare, showcased a more vulnerable, introspective side. But her journey wasn't just professional. Selena endured public scrutiny over her relationships, health crises, and social media breaks. She underwent a kidney transplant due to lupus complications and later opened up about her bipolar diagnosis. Through it all, Taylor Swift was often quietly in her corner, a friendship that survived fame. One of the most compelling aspects of this story is longevity. Hollywood friendships often dissolve under pressure, competition, jealousy, conflicting schedules. But Selena and Taylor's bond has spanned nearly 2 decades. They've celebrated birthdays together, supported album launches, appeared at award shows arm in arm. Even when they weren't constantly posting about each other, their connection never seemed strained. In fact, during Taylor's highly publicized Eras tour, Selena was spotted cheering her on, proving that despite massive global fame, their friendship remains grounded. Why this confirmation matters. At first glance, confirming a song is about someone might seem minor. But in the world of Taylor Swift, it's huge. Fans spend years dissecting lyrics. Entire online communities exist to decode her metaphors. When a subject is even partially confirmed, it validates countless theories. More importantly, it gives emotional weight to the music. If Dorothea truly reflects Selena's journey, it becomes more than a song. It becomes a time capsule of friendship, a reminder that even when someone moves to Hollywood and becomes a superstar, the people who knew them before still see their heart. The internet reacts. Social media exploded after Selena's comment. Swifties flooded timelines with lyric breakdowns. Selenators shared clips of the two best friends over the years, from early YouTube interviews to polished red carpet moments. Many fans pointed out how rare it is for two A-list women to support each other publicly without rivalry narratives taking over. In an industry that often pits women against each other, their friendship feels revolutionary, the power of being seen. Perhaps the most touching aspect of this story is the idea of being understood. Dorothea isn't about scandal. It's not about drama. It's about remembering who someone was before the world claimed them. For Selena, who has spoken openly about feeling overwhelmed by fame, knowing that Taylor sees her beyond the headlines likely means more than any chart position ever could. And her simple reaction, "I'm so impressed," suggests she feels deeply honored. Music is a love letter. Taylor Swift has often described songwriting as a way of processing emotion. If Dorothea was inspired by Selena, it reads like a love letter. Not romantic, but soulful. It says, "I remember you. I'm proud of you. I'm here." That kind of sentiment resonates far beyond celebrity culture. What this says about both women. Selena's humility in responding, focusing on admiration rather than ownership, highlights her growth. Meanwhile, Taylor's ability to craft narratives that blend personal truth with universal emotion reinforces why she's one of the most respected songwriters of her generation. Together, they represent something powerful, women succeeding individually while championing each other. Looking ahead, neither Selena nor Taylor has suggested a musical collaboration directly tied to this revelation, but fans are hopeful. The idea of a duet that openly celebrates their friendship would undoubtedly break the internet. For now, though, Dorothea stands as a subtle but meaningful tribute. Final thoughts. In a world obsessed with celebrity feuds and scandals, this story feels refreshingly sincere. Selena Gomez confirming that a Taylor Swift song may be about her isn't just juicy pop culture news, it's a reminder that behind the fame are real friendships, real loyalty, and real admiration. "I'm so impressed," Selena said. And honestly, so are we. Because in an industry built on reinvention and competition, their friendship has remained constant, and that might just be the most impressive story of all.